Introducing the new party. We live stream Monday through Thursday 8 p.m. Eastern Standard Time.
Man, I'll never vote for another Democrat again.
Why? What's up?
How do Trump sign 100 executive orders and you get a million promises from a Democrat, but they don't never come through with one promise they give you?
You know, brother, you're not wrong. You know, you got one party that's about action and you got one party that's about inaction. And, you know, so I was literally having that conversation with a good friend of mine this week. Really? That is why people have soured on Democrats. You know, regardless of what Republicans are doing, you see Republicans doing something. I can't see Democrats getting back in office no time soon unless something changes drastically.
A recent poll found 70% of voters feel President Trump kept his campaign promises.
Man, I'll never vote for another Democrat again.
Why? What's up?
How do Trump sign 100?
Welcome to the new party. I'm Nora Christine. I'm solo dolo today. I had to get this story out here. Breaking news. The Democratic Party is in a dumpster fire. Literally. Dismal polling. Oh my God, guys. We got so much to talk about. You know, I paid Charlemagne the God. And let me tell you about Charlemagne. Charlemagne, you part of the reason why Kamala lost. And actually, you're also part of the reason why some Black people have their head in the sand and could not figure it out. The thing is this, guys. I believe in a two-party system. I believe we need two parties. In fact, I believe in multiple parties. I don't think it should just be two. But I'll be honest with you. We need the Democrats. Whether you like it or not, we need the balance. We need the divide. But these Democrats, we don't need, guys. They got to go. And that was why President Trump has this mandate, guys. That is why President Trump won all 7 of the swing states, because the Democratic Party agenda, their messaging, their leadership was abysmal. And America saw that, guys. So today, we are going to call all the Democrats to the front of the congregation. We are also going to talk about all the protests going around nationwide. Mainstream media is not going to show you what I'm going to show you today, folks. So if you're watching, you want to keep watching us, okay? If you're not subscribing, I need you to hit the subscription, hit the like button. Everybody, I need everybody watching. We got about 20-something people on right now. Hit the like button. We are streaming across all networks, Facebook, X, YouTube. If you're not following us on YouTube, go check us out. Okay, we are the new party. You can also check out our TikTok. But today we are going to show you guys some exclusive clips that the media is not showing you. Again, you know, people said it. We are the media. Us small podcasts, we are the new media. And actually, we are going to give you guys clips that they're not seeing. Later on in the show, I have some exclusive protest clips that the media is not showing you, because over the weekend, there were massive protests. However, I have to celebrate President Trump's win. He has record high numbers, guys. Record high numbers. So yeah, I mean, everybody watching, hit the like button. We're going to play some clips. We're going to keep it going. The first clip I played was Charlemagne the God. The next clip I'm going to play is a clip of Democratic leadership debating whether Chuck Schumer should resign. Let me know in the comments, guys. Should Chuck Schumer resign? Let's watch this clip.
Bill terrible, but he voted to advance it because it could lead to Republicans shutting down the government for many months potentially, and then just letting Trump take actions with very little constraint. So, I mean, were they in a no-win situation, the Democrats?
No, I think this was a historic failure by Chuck Schumer, and I think there's no explanation for what he did. And here's why. We see these spending bills every year, and there's a little good and a little bad. And even if you're in the minority, you can claim a few wins. Understand, Chuck Schumer and the Democrats who voted for this are not out there saying, yes, but we got these concessions. They're not saying, yes, but we saved these certain federal programs. Yes, but we got these Democratic priorities. They got nothing. They got nothing. Their message is basically, we don't want Democrats to be a part of the story. And I think that's why everybody's irate. What do you mean you don't want Democrats to be a part of the story? Now is when you want Democrats to be a part of the story. So I think Susan's right. What does winning look like in this situation? It's hard to see for Democrats because they don't control the majority. But you've got to put up the fight and show the American people that if we say that these are not normal times, then don't behave in normal ways. And I think what Chuck Schumer did to the Democratic base is he told the base they're wrong.
He's spineless. He has no leadership. He needs to go.
You're wrong to feel these are unprecedented times. Don't worry, just trust me. I got it all worked out, and Democrats aren't having it.
Look, I don't want to start between the two of you, but David, Susan said that she thinks Chuck Schumer made the right call.
Of course she did.
And I think I understand exactly where Susan is because I played this out in my mind as well, which is right now we saw that the majority of the country is against what Donald Trump is doing by a small majority. So he owns the failures. And if Democrats participated in what would have been a government shutdown, they would have been participating in part of the failure as well. So now what Chuck Schumer said is, we don't want Democrats to be a part of the story. We want Donald Trump to own the failure. That's his strategy. I understand his perspective. I just strongly disagree with it.
Susan, I can see you shaking your head.
My point is what could Schumer negotiate for? Let's just say he said no and he stood up and he made that fight and he said, okay, we're going to fight. So for however many days they would have talked about the things they wanted and the government would have shut down. And Donald Trump, who doesn't give a hoot about the American public, would have told Mike Johnson to stay strong. What could Schumer have extracted from the conversation, knowing going into it, the Democrats had no message and they have been reeling for weeks?
I'm going to have Don gets to jump in because he's jumping. Let's go.
Yeah.
Oh my
it was
God.
a dramatic failure, and it's probably the end of Chuck.
Listen, he's a failure. I can't take no more of MSNB losers. Okay, he's a failure. He's got to go. The problem is this, guys. This is what I think, and this is my theory about the Democratic Party. They are doing a wait and see approach. They are setting it up so they can say we supported the Republicans, we supported Donald Trump and everything. So when the ish hits the fan and the failure happens, I'm not saying it's going to, but if it does, they are going to pounce and say, you see what the Republicans did? We supported it. We sat back. That's one theory I have with their strategy. The second theory is they know they so damn dirty and they know Trump is coming for them. AOC sitting real quiet. I don't know if y'all know this, but she is under investigation right now by the Department of Justice. She sent Pam Bondi a letter asking Pam Bondi, hey, Pam, are you looking into me? And from my understanding, Pam is looking into her because of some of her dealings she's had allegedly with hiring illegals on. So they are investigating that. So, if I was them, I would sit and be quiet too. I don't think I'd really comment, guys. I think I would be sitting back too and waiting to see what's going to happen because one, they're scared because they know they're so damn dirty. Two, they know that their hands are not clean. They know they're dirty. Another big thing that happened over the weekend, MSNB host Simone Sanders Townsend, we're about to play a clip from her. She announced that she's resigning over the weekend. She announced that she is no longer going to be a Democrat. She is switching over to be an independent. Let's watch this clip where she calls out Chuck Schumer. Again, this is amazing times, guys. We're finally seeing Democrats turning on each other. We're finally seeing MSNBC doing what they should have done last year, calling out the Democrats instead of kissing their butt and doing real journalism. Let's watch.
It's not an ideological battle. This isn't left versus right within the Democratic apparatus, progressive versus moderate. This is literally about people that want to stand up and fight, people that are willing to go against the grain, take hard votes, do whatever they need to do to protect the American people. Don't want to be too uncomfortable because it's a little bit difficult to message. I want the same energy that people have for Joe Biden. When y'all felt like Joe Biden, where's the camera? When y'all felt like Joe Biden wasn't doing what he needed to do, that he wasn't up to meeting the moment, that, it was an existential threat and all, we got to do something. I believe it was Chuck Schumer that went to Joe Biden's house. knocked on his door, presented
Chuck
him
went
with
too
the
late. He
facts,
should have
and he
went
got in his
sooner.
car and cried, according to the New York Times story, because that was his friend, and he was like, "It's a tough thing I had to do."
Went too late.
Can someone please go knock on Chuck Schumer's door?
Well, he's probably.
We might also need to knock on Senator Joe Brand's door. That's my friend, but I mean, again, she was in the meeting allegedly saying we can't be for the shutdown, which that's not being for the shutdown, folks. It's just protecting the American people.
Oh Lord, this woman is hard to watch. Sorry guys, I'm sorry I put you through that. Though guys, I got breaking news. Breaking news. President Trump has announced that we will be announcing the RFK files. I got a clip to play for y'all. Breaking news. Let's watch this clip, y'all.
We are tomorrow announcing and giving all of the Kennedy files. So people have been waiting for decades for this, and I've instructed my people that are responsible, lots of different people, put together by Tulsi Gabbard, and that's going to be released tomorrow. We are tomorrow announcing.
Wow, guys. Breaking news. As y'all can see, tomorrow we are getting the JFK files. We don't have the Epstein files yet, guys, but we will be getting the JFK files tomorrow. Oh my God. Drop the mic. I really hope he does a real rollout and not no folders with some information we've had out for decades. I'm really optimistic. President Trump, come through for me, Trump. Okay, come through for us. Give us JFK. And for those of you watching, you might be thinking, why do I care about these files? Why do I care? 80,000 files will be released tomorrow, guys. 80,000. So why should you care? I'm going to tell you briefly why you should care about JFK. The reason why I think you should care is studies have shown, and this is real, like facts, that the American public first lost distrust in the United States government with the assassination of JFK. Okay. So hopefully we can get some trust back in our government, guys. Hopefully he doesn't redact it. Hopefully we'll know the truth about what happened. I'm very curious as to what happened. A lot of these people are no longer alive with us, but it is very important, okay, that we see this. All right. Also, so going back to our topic at hand, the Democrats in a dumpster file, that same person I played, she announced that she's quitting the Democratic Party. She announced it over the weekend that she's no longer going to be a Democrat. I'm curious to see who else is going to quit. I'm going to play that clip for you right now where she announces that she quits. Let's watch it together.
Signal on Wednesday that you want to fight, and then on Thursday you cave. And so now Republicans know that all they have to do is play Democrats, and it'll work.
$1 billion cut from Washington, D.C. I'm a D.C. resident, and I'm pissed.
Yep.
Okay, so, there's actually little that the Senate minority leader can say, and the 10 Democrats that voted with the Republicans can say, to appease somebody like me. I'm about to change my registration to independent, first and foremost. There's not another option for Senate or Democratic or Senate Democrats or House Democrats.
I'm just glad she didn't come over here to the red side, honey, because we don't want you.
The Democratic Tea Party was born the same day that Chuck Schumer took to that podium to read that very.
God, I can only take so much of this woman. She's like a Walmart version of Joy Reid. Okay, so yeah, so as you guys can see, she announced on air that she quit. That is pretty big, guys. That's pretty big. She was, I'm curious to see who else is going to quit the Democratic Party. They say that AOC is the face of the Democrats. Let's watch this clip. Lord help us. They still don't get it, guys. This is CNN did a poll and they said that AOC is going to be the leader of the Democrats. Jesus Christ. Let's watch it together. Oh, wait, wrong clip. Okay, here we go, y'all. Here we go.
The Republicans have the White House, the Senate, and the House. If they want to do this, and if they want to screw over the American people, they can do this with their votes and their party.
The question Democrats have confronted since Election Day is,
who actually is leading their party. Well, this new CNN poll out this morning gives us a sense of who Democrats and Democratic-leaning voters think best aligns with their party's core values. And that's Alexandria Ocasio-Cortez, the New York Democrat.
He aligns with their values. Jesus
who was
Christ.
furious at Senate Democrats for allowing the GOP spending bill to become law. Now, it all comes as a slew of potential Democratic presidential candidates are already testing the waters for 2028. My panel is back. So just to look at a little bit more in.
So yeah, as y'all can see, I'm not going to play the whole clip because that's a really long clip, but pretty much they're saying AOC aligns with their values. AOC, the same one that wanted the Green New bullshit deal, the same one that pushes for mass illegal immigration, the same one who protects illegal immigrants, that same one. Girl, y'all, they still don't get it. They do not get it. I don't know when they're going to get it. Honestly, again, I keep telling y'all, I want two parties, okay? I don't want the Democrats of today, but I want two parties, okay? I think it's important to have two parties. I actually personally think we should have 4 or 5 parties. I don't think it should just be 2 parties, but we can't have one party, then we're a dictatorship, y'all. Come on, we need a balance. But this ain't the balance we need, okay? Another Democrat shill came out this week, and he came after MAGA. Don Lemon, I'm going to need you to come to the front of the congregation. Let's watch this clip. Let's see what Don Lemon thinks about Black MAGA, and we can all talk about it after, but I really wish he would just stop talking. I was so excited he was going off CNN.
It's the same thing that when I see not all Black Republicans, but I see a Black MAGA person who is carrying Donald Trump's water and they know that he's lying. It is the shortest line to the front. Because if you're Black and you're whatever, you're just in line with a bunch of other Democrats that are doing the same thing that you're doing. But if you become a Black MAGA person, it's like, whoa, let's book this person, let's put him on television.
So you don't think you can be a sincere Black MAGA person?
No, I just said I don't think that. I just said I think there can be sincere Republicans,
but you can't be a sincere Black Republican.
I don't think that you can. I don't think that you can be a rational MAGA. Be Black and be a rational MAGA person. I think you can be Black and be a Republican.
I think they would find that very insulting.
Well, I mean, the truth is often insulting. If the same thing that
Oh my God. I think people could say a lot of things that you do, Don Lemon, that we don't understand. I'm not going to hold you. I'm sure you can ask some men, do you understand how someone can be a homosexual? And they will say, no, they don't understand it. I'm not judging it. I'm just saying, like, you are talking out of both sides of your mouth, sir. That doesn't make sense. Like, I'm highly offended. It's like, oh, how can you be Black and vote Trump? Or how can you be Black and vote Republican? How can you be Black and still vote damn Democrat? I'm asking myself that question. Okay, guys, you may not agree with me, but I don't understand how you can be Black and a Democrat. The Democrats don't do anything for Black people. They haven't done it for decades. Honestly, what they do is they pander. They come around every 4 years. They stick their hands out to the Black community. And when you walk around in some Black communities, it's a dumpster fire. So I don't understand that. So, sir, if you're going to comment on that, you really need to keep those comments to yourself. I don't understand how you could be Black and vote for Democrats who only care about pushing illegal immigration when they're bringing these people in and taking jobs. And Trump said Black jobs, whatever jobs you want to call them, they're taking people's jobs. Regular, everyday people are hurting from the policies of the Democratic Party. And this is why Trump won overwhelmingly in 7 states. This is why that people are sick of the Democrats, because people are sick of the identity politics. People are sick of being told who to vote, how to vote. It comes to be a point where it's offensive. You know what I mean? Like, I just really wish dude would be quiet. Like, I just wish he would be quiet. And the other topic that I wanted to cover, another person that came and spoke out, is Tyrese Gibson. Jesus Christ. Another fool that came out and did a video. I think they're paying these people. I'm convinced that Tyrese is definitely on their payroll, especially with all his child support issues. He could sure use the money. Let's watch this clip. I'm not going to play the whole thing. It's rather long. I'm playing it mid-sentence. So the clip starts off with him naming out veterans, Black people. He names out all the, the different women for Trump, people like that. He names them all out. Let's watch this clip.
$50 million to his campaign
I didn't really know that politicians were actually for sale, but we're experiencing this in real time. I'm going to give you an early prediction. In the history of Trump, he has pretty much had fallen outs with every political figure and every position of anyone he has ever hired. They've all sued him. They've all tried to expose him. They've all tried to write books. They've all went balls to the wall to try and take him out on all level. It's one thing to be Democrat and have a problem with a Republican. It's another thing to say these are all of the people that you hired yourself, and all of your lawyers and everybody that was in Trump's cabinet have all went after him on the first round. If you don't think that's going to happen again on this round, just sit back and watch. And one of the biggest predictions, and I almost want to start a website or release my own coin around this idea. The biggest fallout that's waiting to happen, and it's going to be monumental with the things that will be exposed from this, is going to be the fallout that happens between Elon Musk and Donald Trump.
I'm not
I can
gonna hold
almost
you. This might be the
bank
only
on
thing
it. I
you say right,
smell it, see
Tyree.
it
This might be
from
the only
a
thing you get
million
right
miles
ever.
away. This is a beautiful dance right now. Unprecedented amounts of power and access. Federal jobs. People are out here hurting and suffering. The new.
All right, I've heard enough of his dramatic. The only way they're going to get Trump is if they fabricate some charges. The Russia gate, all that BS. What was the other BS thing? The voting and listen, keep it coming. Trump is Teflon Don, y'all. A bullet couldn't even stop that man. Okay, like he has some sort of protection, y'all. I don't know what it is. It's not for me to say. Do I think Trump is a god? Hell no. Do I think Trump is perfect? Hell no. But Trump is protected for some reason. And either you're gonna get on board with the Trump train, or you're gonna keep throwing darts and keep missing and keep being miserable the next 4 years. And speaking of which. Like I told you, we are the media, okay, guys? The media is not going to tell you this, but there has been massive, massive, massive protests going on over the weekend, guys. Veterans, all sorts of people, college students. I want to play y'all some of these clips of the protests that are going on around the country that the media won't show you. Another clip I have. This is a protest, from my understanding. They're in New York City demanding freedom for Columbia University activist Mahmoud Khalil. That is a big story going on right now, guys. Whether you're in support of him or not, that's a political conversation for you to decide. But the biggest reason why people are saying you should support this is that this appears to be an attack on protesting and free speech. However, to give backstory, Mahmoud Khalil was not on a student visa. That is false. Initially he was, but he was on a green card status. He actually had a position where he worked for the kingdom and was working virtually. And but he was basically the intermediate for Columbia University student protests for the pro-Palestinian group on campus. And pretty much I guess ICE did investigation. They saw who he was, and they went to his apartment, picked him up with his pregnant wife, and took him into custody. I think I have the arrest here if anybody would like to see it. But that is pretty much the big story going on, guys. People are pretty angry and they are protesting around the country. Interestingly enough, the news stations are not playing these protests. They're not showing you these protests. Why? I don't know. I can't, that would be for you to figure out why they're not playing it. I'm not going to even speculate, but there were massive protests around the country. I personally am in Florida, and I don't think people protest like that here in Florida because we have some pretty strict laws. I mean, this was a protest at Trump Tower. I don't know if you guys saw this. I think the media did show this because they hate Trump, so they'll show anything to do with Trump. This was them. This was at Trump Tower. Massive protest. A pro-Jewish group, or I should say, a Jewish group that's pro-Palestine that led this protest. So they led that protest, but pretty much it's leading the protest for Mahmoud. The people are pretty upset about his arrests. College campuses everywhere. I'm gonna try to find you guys some more clips. I had some more before we wrap up, but college campuses all over America are actually doing protests. It's not just at Columbia in response to this. So yeah, I mean, it's pretty much happening all over the country. Y'all let me know in the chat, if you're watching this back on replay, what your thoughts is on these protests. Let me know why you should support it or not support it. I would love to hear from the American people and to know, their feelings on it. But yeah, today, nonetheless, y'all, was a very interesting day for America. Interesting because of the fact that we are seeing the Democrat Party falling apart. And sometimes it's better for something to burn to the ground and to rebuild and to start over. Okay. And honestly, it's not a bad thing, guys. I think it's going to be for the overall good of America. I think that they need to rebuild. I will say this: Donald Trump put the Republican Party into the 21st century. Donald Trump changed American politics, and he definitely changed the American, the Republican Party, I should say. So with that being said, guys, really and truly, the Democratic Party needs the same thing. They need to rebuild. They need to go more center, get away from the far left woke crap. You can include some woke things, I'm sure, but all the transgenderism, all of those things, feminism, that it needs to be a little bit of a balance. And then I think maybe they might stand a chance. I think I'm interested to see what the markets do. I'm interested to see what happens in Iran, because that appears to be Trump's next target. We are leading towards that direction. Things that have happened in Yemen. So maybe then, if those things don't go well, the Democrats may stand a chance. Okay. But yeah, so I want to thank everybody for watching today. We do have a show coming tonight. We have the Man Cave show tonight at 8 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. So same place wherever you're watching, and come back at 8 p.m. and check it out. We will be talking about Tayana Taylor's record-breaking divorce settlement. They're going to give the details. She cleaned up pretty nice. We'll talk about that. Tomorrow night, we will be talking about Make America Healthy Again. The Make America Healthy Again initiative. We have some leaders from that organization coming on. So very, very excited about that. Wednesday night, we have the Man Cave again. And Thursday night, we will be talking about the DDG Fresh and Fit beef. Okay. If y'all want to hear all about that, come back and see me Thursday night at 8 p.m. We also had a world-renowned woman mechanic coming on for Women's Month. She was featured on Good Morning America and a few other big shows. So I'm so excited to be able to interview her. So yeah, guys, if you guys can all hit the like button, hit the notification bell, hit the share button, subscribe, send it out to 10 friends. And like we always say on the New Party, always vote God bless. Come back tonight at 8 p.m.
Introducing the New Party. We live stream Monday through Thursday, 8 p.m. Eastern Standard Time.